welcome again to ArkDesign AI. Now we've created, this is the schematic section, which is the heart of the screen. From here we can go and see the tables, we can go and see the 3D of our building. So we see the typical floors and the two upper setback floors. And we've created the typical floor layouts and the setback floor layout. And now let's create the mixed-use floor. So click on that floor. Now we can also create the cellar floor or more mixed-use floors. But then the cellar floor will be blank. And if we want to create it on the basis of the first floors, then we have to create it after we actually doing the layouts of those floors. So let's do only one mixed-use floor. With a pen tool, let's start to design it. So let's double click on a wall, we'll create a vertex, and now we can move the walls and create a residential lobby here. Double click, create a vertex and residential lobby there. Let's get rid of the corridor. And let's create the egress path here for this staircase, egress here. Let's get rid of the storage. So we eliminate it, but we want it on the residential floor. So let's keep it on the typical and ground floor and just erase it from the ground floor and approve. And let's create, why didn't erase it actually? So, by mistake I have erased it. So let's erase it on the ground floor and approve. Okay, now it's gone. Also on the setback floor. Let's create the egress path, 5 feet corridor path. And I actually would like to have this much larger mixed-use floor. So let's have it through almost the whole lot and actually change it. Clicking will get me on the left panel the uses. So I'm changing it to, I can change it to commercial, but I would actually like to change it to parking, the larger part of it, and then commercial use here. So let's create commercial, retail, eliminate the corridors, create a large commercial area for retail. The rest is parking, but let's create also some community facility. So clicking on an area and then on the pen tool will create a space. Space always have to be enclosed. So make sure it's enclosed, otherwise the walls will disappear. So clicking on that area, let's change it to community facility and let's make it educational space. Let's have another community facility on this area. So clicking on an area, we can either click on the pen tool or double click on the walls and creating different areas and editing those areas. So I would like to change that. Clicking on this area will get me the use, and I can change the use also to community facility, and I would like to create here a medical space. And here let's get the parking and another residential amenity. So let's click on the space, back to residential and residential amenity. And now I would like actually to change the name with the amenity to, let's say, a gym. So for the tenant. So you can actually name any space, any area, or use here, rename it. So now I have a gym here. Yeah, so this is my mixed-use floor. It has some community facilities, some commercial, big portion of parking. And let's go and design also the cellar floor. So I would like to get the cellar, create a cellar. And now the cellar floor will actually get the first floor, and now I can edit it. So I don't want the community facility on that floor. I want everything to be parking. So I can erase that. I can change this use also residential to, let's say, residential storage. So let's do the residential storage. I don't need the egress here. So just a step. I don't need a lobby. I can create a much larger, let's say, storage Everything is storage. The commercial will be a bit smaller. And this will be probably, let's say, it's part of the commercial, let's say commercial storage. And we need also mechanical area. So let's, for the residential. So let's create it here. And let's create residential mechanical. And yeah, I think we're fine now with the cellar floor too. And if we go to the section and we see, we have the cellar, we have the first floor, we have the typical floors 2 through 6th floor, and then 7th and 8th are the setback floor. We're going to all the tables, and we can see also the mixed-use floors and areas, gross area and zoning area within the all, commercial, residential, parking, and community facility with all the tables. We can go back to the section, to the schematic section, and look at the 3D of our building. Now you see the larger mixed-use floor at the bottom, and let's continue to design.